All I can say is, I'm not going to lie to you. There's some days I do wonder, is what I'm doing anything? Is taking all these trips to Flint and other places, the reporting trips through multiple states, speaking to homeless people, speaking to, people being evicted, Breonna Taylor's family. What is it accomplishing? There's days where I'm in my head and I'm down in the dumps, and not I don't get to a point where I just want to, like, close the lights and call it a day. But sometimes you wonder, you look at the kind of journalists that climb up ladders and go viral and are highlighted and win awards. And I've never really cared about those things. But you look at the stories they do, which are all Washington horse race, food fight, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Nothing with real life consequences. And you wonder, am I living in the twilight zone? I mean, I did wonder that when I was at Standing Rock. I'm here, Native Americans are getting shot at, grenades, freezing water, pepper spray, mace, people getting shot point blank by rubber bullets in the head. I saw one guy's scalp was almost ripped off by a rubber bullet. And you go back and you watch TV that night, and it's, they're talking about Trump's tweets. And you wonder, can I ever break through? Can we ever break through? But I don't think success or journalistic success is always about, did that person you exposed go to jail? Did that corporation have to pay? Was there ironclad, concrete results? I know Glenn Greenwald has said that in the past. I don't agree with that. Obviously, you want the results. You want to your journalism to force accountability. You want people to be held accountable. You want justice for the people you're reporting on. But I don't think that's the only measurement of whether journalism matters. I think the measurement is, are you helping to wake more people up to what's really going on? Are you helping to break through the corporate brainwashing even a little bit, to inform people, to enlighten people, to inspire people on the fact that essentially you're living in an organized mafia masquerading as a country. That you're living in a new Gilded Age. That your government is more interested in profit and will allow you to die to get that profit. That our politicians are not public servants, they're public sociopaths. That our media is a bunch of paid public relations stooges putting makeup on and pretending to be journalists. The best moments of my life, other than, my wife and time with my family, time with my dog, have been when people approach me and tell me, I saw your story and I got in the car and I drove to Standing Rock. Or Native Americans telling me, if not for your cameras there, they would have started firing real bullets. Or the people in Flint telling me, you're the only one I got, and telling Jen that too. And the Amazon workers telling me what's going on there is starting to get more traction because we've been reporting. And this is honestly a huge reason, while I've criticized and shouted and ranted in the past few weeks, if TMZ-ification of independent media and the just utter, hot take machine for clicks that independent media has become. Everybody likes entertainment once in a while. Everybody is, subject to click on something that's clicky. Everybody wants a little gossip from time to time. If people hate TYT, it's natural to, want to watch channels bashing them. I got no love for TYT. It doesn't matter to me if they live or die. But how are you supposed to put a dent or counter the multi-billion-dollar corporate propaganda industry that is the media if the only alternative, which is independent media, is spending more time attacking one another and canceling one another and doing live streams about other shows' commentary and sometimes about like covering other shows' commentary about other shows' commentary? Folks, that ain't going to create change. It's going to create a lot of entertainment and rage on the internet, but it's not going to do a damn thing to get you clean water, Medicare for all, free public college, banning fracking, saving the planet, ending private prisons, reparations for black people, taking indigenous people out of poverty. I'm not saying you should never criticize journalists or criticize commentators. Everybody's a public figure. You could criticize me too. We're all big boys and gals, or we should be. But when that's the only thing being done for months and months and months, and actual journalism is completely being reported, I got to beg most of the time to get these stories retweeted by independent outlets, much less covered. With a few exceptions, Kyle Kalinske recently has done a few videos on our stories, unsolicited. I didn't ask him to, and I appreciate that he did. Breaking Points had me on to talk about our recent road trip. I appreciate that. I don't expect them to do their scheduling and pick their topics around what we do, but Jesus. I'd also ask the viewers that, because I've seen viewers say, Jordan, I thought about what you've said, and I was kind of guilty of that and just clicking on these things and thinking this was the most important thing. But I would say to viewers, listen, I think we're all angry. I think we're all upset. I think we're all disappointed. I think at certain times we all feel hopeless. A lot of us rode the revolution of Bernie 2016, 2020. A lot of us donated to AOC and the rest of them or volunteered or made phone calls. And it just seems like they all screwed you, right? Or they're not fighting hard enough. Or they're cooperating too much. So all that's understandable, and that anger is righteous. But you can't let your anger and frustration overtake actually achieving things, actually making progress. I literally had people today saying, I can't retweet this because it's with The Intercept. I responded to one person. If you're the type of person that would literally choose not to get the biggest government cover-up of the 21st century that has poisoned people, killed people, and is slowly killing people now, if you would not get that to as many people as possible because you don't like the outlet it's in or you don't like the editor on the story, then I have no time for you because you have literally lost your mind. I could care less if you think Ryan Grimm is Lucifer. I could care less if you think The Intercept is bad. This is not about personalities. It's not about news. It's not about news channels or news websites. It's about the people of Flint, God damn it. It's about holding people accountable. Like, come on. You can't let your anger, you can't let your nihilism, you can't let your frustration and your disappointment or your disagreements with certain people totally overtake your logic. That's not being a progressive. That's being a loon.